Alright, so in 1 point perspective, this is not 2 points. We are going to do 1 point. 1 point perspective. Okay, this is 1 point. It's in first angle projection. You have been given front and the left view. So make sure on the ground line here you are going to mark the measurements 100, 80 and 20 from point A, that is here. So let's say 100 is here. Then you have got 20 there, and then I've got the 80 somewhere here. So only 3 measurements on the front view. Right, first angle right view is your front view, which is this view. Then the height is 20 and 120. So I'm going to mark 20 here. Make sure that you mark other heights on the center of vision. There is 20 and the maximum height here. Okay, so on the left side, this is the left view. You have 50 and 20. You come here, you measure 50 and then you measure 20 for the ribs. Those 2 points. The first thing that we do is we create a box on the front equals to 120 and 100. There is 100, there is 120. So create a box, construction line, where they meet. This point, and that point must go to here. That is in 1 point perspective. This point is already going there. This is a vertical line. So this point here must also go here. It's a very important point. It's at the bottom. This point is at the top. You take it there. This point here is meeting with this because this is the 20, which is that one that is meeting here and also up here. So you're also going to have a line going up there and also meeting with this one here to get that point. Then these 2 points must vanish there. This one also must be vanishing there. That is what you do first. You create a box. And when you create a box, come to the measuring points. These measuring points, you are going to draw lines, okay? From these measuring points, draw lines going that side. So I've already drawn the lines going that side. This one was going up to meet with that height here. Then from there, it vanishes there. This one is the bottom going that side. If I want to make it, because it's an important line, let me try to make it in green. There's a reason I'm using green for that line. We'll be using it more often. Okay. I've put it in dashed lines because it's at the back. Otherwise, I'll use it very, 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 very often. That line is behind. Okay. Fine. Then once you do that, you come to this side here, this point here. I'm going to use it, and how I'll use it is the same way. You can come up, because this point is for the rib here. So it's at the base of 20. So you go up still to here and then take it that side. And then leave it. Then come and deal with this side here. I'll start with the last point here, which is 50. This is the 50. Then from here, you're supposed to draw to the vanishing point, not to here. Okay, so the left view must be taken, all the measurements from the left view go to the vanishing point. We know how we have created the vanishing point from the SP, 60 degrees, and we said 30 degrees here, left hand side. Vanishing point, 30 degrees left, 60 degrees. Then this point, you take it there, okay? Like that. When you take it to the vanishing point, when it hits here, you need to take it at the back here, at the back of the green line. You see that green line? So I'm going to use green also, but it's construction line. Until it meets with this green here. They are all construction lines. From here, you take it to the back, and when you're at the back, you draw a vertical line up until it meets here. Okay? From there up, you need to take a horizontal line, because all these are horizontal lines. You see, from each point is horizontal line. So from that point, you do a horizontal line to here. Already you can see that we have created corners. Okay, this corner, this corner, this corner, that corner. It's the top we have already created. So what do you do at that point? Because you already have this line here going to the CV. So you need to bring the line down vertically down to meet with this line going to the CV. So vertical line that way. Okay. When you bring it down, you can see that point, then you need to bring it to this side. At that point, you bring it down, then bring horizontally this side. The face itself is showing. If you can see nicely, what must be outlined is here. Where's my ink? We need now to outline. This face here is solid. Also the bottom is solid. Okay? Once that line is outlined, you also outline the top. And this one must be solid. And this one must be solid. And this one must be solid. And this one from here yeah, you can see the drawing. Whatever I've outlined in black is the object that should be even here. What is left is only the rib. We can see there is a rib of 20 that I already marked here. It's on the left view. So from these 2 points you take to the vanishing point, okay? I'll start with this one to the vanishing point here. When you take the line to the vanishing point, you need to take it here. From here, you take it horizontally that side at the back, the way we did this one. So I'll take it behind. From here, horizontally to the back line. From the back line, vertically up. Until where it hits there. Then from here, horizontally to here. But you can just take a horizontal line until here. Then from here, you know you can come down, vertically down to here. Then from there, horizontal line. You need to follow the lines the way I've come up with. Alright, so we said from here to there, we drew this line. Then when it cuts here, the CV, you take this line at the back of that green line. That's why I said the green line is important. Then you go up to the back and then back horizontally, vertically down to the front here. Then also horizontally that side. Leave that line. We come to this one also. This one you take it to the vanishing point. It's a rib, remember. You take it to the vanishing point. Like that. Also, where it cuts the CV here, horizontal line to the back line. Let's say it's cutting the back line here. Then you go vertically up until where it hits there. So I'm going up that way. From here you go horizontal line. But that horizontal line should only come to the front here. Don't take it out. Okay, so there's the arrow. Until here. Don't show arrows when you're drawing. I'm just emphasizing. Then at that point, you bring the line vertically down to here. From there, horizontal line. The way we did with this one. So this is the thickness of the rib. You can see it. So once you do that, how far is the rib? The rib is only 80 until here, which we marked here. This is the center for the rib here. So we went up to here, then from there to the vanishing point. So this line, when it's going to the vanishing point, where it meets those green lines, you can see where they meet with the green lines. I'm going to use black. They meet with this horizontal line, okay, here. That is this line, and this horizontal line there. So this is where the rib ends, and this is where it starts. Then join this to here, and this to there. Okay, this should be solid and this should be solid. This part you won't see. You only see until That is how we do a 1 point perspective. I'm going to go quickly through. We said that if it's a first angle projection, your front is the right hand side. If this was third angle projection, I was going to mark every point here for the front, and all the measurements for the front would have been going to that point, okay? But it's first angle, that's why these points are going here. That is in 1 point perspective. In 1 point perspective, there is no measuring points at all. No measuring points. The measuring points are only found on 2 point perspective. Here we only use vanishing points. Okay, so once you get your marks here, these markings, horizontal markings, take them there, and as you are taking them there, you come and get also the heights. Whatever height you get here, whatever height you get here should be going here, and also you can see it should be going horizontally at the back of the line and then back and forth like that. Then all the measurements that are marked on the left view must not go here, must go to the vanishing point right hand side, the way I've done it. And where they cut here, you take them to the back and up, and then you start working backwards like that. So you take them to all the time to this bottom edge of the drawing, which is point X. We said point X is very important. So all your points will be taken there, then you start working backwards like that until you get the points where they meet. You create the shape. This is a 1 point perspective. So what we don't know is the examiner going to ask you 1 point, or is the examiner going to ask you 2 point perspective? I am not sure. So you need to make sure you understand both 1 point and 2 point perspective. Okay, because these are the options. It's going to either ask you 1 point, or it's going to ask you a 2 point perspective. So if there will be any questions once you watch the video, you are free to contact me on WhatsApp. Okay, there was our SP. Yeah, make sure that you understand the SP. The SP is always here, which is 20 from ground line. If they don't give you, use 20. This distance from ground line to the horizon line, they will give you 120 or 100, I'm not sure, but read the question. Then you need to know also the angle on your right and on your left to get your VP. That is how the drawing must be done, and then from there you can get 20 marks. It's as easy as that. Make sure that you understand. Otherwise, there's nothing more than this. The only chapter that we are left with is ink drawings. And ink drawings, you are going to be copying a drawing as it is given using the ink pen. It also has a lot of marks. So when I'm going to meet you, I think, on ink drawings to emphasize the points. We're going to do it a live session. For now, just have a look at these 2 videos, 1 point, 2 point, and do the activities in the book. Also go through the past papers, because whether you like it or not, 1 question is coming on perspective. It's either 1 point or 2 points. The same way I said oblique, it can be either oblique or isometric. If it's not oblique, then it's isometric. If it's not isometric, then it's oblique. That is the same way on perspective. 1 is coming. Alright, so until next time, thanks guys, bye.